One of the questions I'm often asked is, how do you actually know? How can we take your word for it in terms of all of the plaudits and accolades that you, as the head, issue on the school? Well, of course, one of the ways that we can do this is by looking at what it is that Ofsted had to say. And Ofsted, when they were last here, made a number of very telling and helpful comments. Helpful because what they did is they reinforced our own sense of who it is that we are and what our strengths are. Ofsted began by identifying the leadership of the school as being a strength. We know that having strong leaders in place, leaders who know their school, leaders who, dare I say it, aren't distracted from the main task of being in that school, are very important. I always think, watch out for those institutions that suddenly have an associate head or somebody who's working to support other schools to such a degree that they may, if they're not very careful, take their eye off their own school. Watch out perhaps for heads of school, the branch manager of school leadership. Running and leading a school is a full-time job, and it needs the head of that school to be dedicated to that full-time. And so Ofsted picked up on the strength of our leadership as laying the foundation from which all else would follow. And from that, they identified the fact that attendance at St. Christopher's is so strong. Not only is it above the national average, but it's the best in Lancashire, and it has been for many years. In fact, last year, we were 10th nationally for attendance of any secondary school in the country. So our pupils come to school, they want to be here, they're punctual. And Ofsted then asked the question, do our pupils feel safe when they are at school? And the answer was a resounding yes. In fact, safeguarding at St. Christopher's was judged as being outstanding. And Ofsted then, of course, went into lessons, as I do. I do it far more frequently than they do. But the conclusion that they reached was that our pupils were resilient, that they were confident, that they were independent. They wanted to learn and they wanted to get better, and that the quality of teaching ensured that that was something that was occurring and happening. And Ofsted also commented on the support that our parents offer us. We survey our parents regularly to find out what they think about the school. And in the last survey that took place just the last academic year, 98% of our parents said that they would recommend St. Christopher's to another set of parents. We were delighted with that figure, not least because 87% is the national figure for responses to that same question. And so we begin to put all of that together. A well-led school, a school where pupils attend, where they feel safe, where they're good in the classroom and supported by parents. And you can begin to understand why Ofsted's final observation was that academic attainment at the school was at historically high levels. You can see how those are the ingredients that can be put into a successful school, and one that is able to sustain that success over years.